Howdy y'all, it's Jordan Smith. We are back in the shed that we are soundproofing, and today I want to talk to you about decoupling. So we are doing a room within a room. If you watch the other videos, you know that we started out with a old, not that nice shed with just siding and 2x4s, and that's it, and it leaked sound like a sieve. So we started with close seal spray foam on the outside that both stiffens that up and air seals the entire outside, right? Because air is going to be a big leaker of sound. It also makes it stiff so it doesn't want to vibrate as much. Then we put our insulation, our fluffy stuff, our fiberglass insulation back in the cavities. You see I have a hodgepodge of insulation because I'm reusing what I got. Reduce, reuse, recycle, kids. So I have got the fluffy stuff back in there, but then I've completely decoupled my exterior wall from my interior wall. This framing here is not touching this framing back behind on the outside wall anywhere except for a couple of places in the roof where I've locked everything together because I don't, we do have sheetrock to give us our shear on the inside, but it makes more sense to me to have the shear from the outside as well as the shear from the inside, and then a couple of points in the roof that locks my interior frame with my exterior frame. So for the most part, any sound that starts exciting this wall on the outside, starts vibrating this wall on the outside, will then have to travel through all of this fluffy stuff, and I've got double fluffy stuff. I've got R13 on the outside wall, and I've got R13 on the interior wall as well. And it has to go through all of that fluffy stuff, burning it up as heat, and then it's got to re-excite this interior wall. Now, to make things even more complicated for the sound, we are going to put a double sheetrock on the inside of this wall, so 2 5/8 layers on the inside, which really makes this wall heavy and massive, so it takes a lot of energy to excite it and get it moving. So by the time it goes through all of that, it won't emit to the inside. Now, I did pull out one other little trick here on the most offensive side with the road. We have a road right back over here. I'm also adding mass-loaded vinyl on this one wall. I didn't do it on the whole project just because cost, and it's a shed. I mean, like I said, if you wanted to go crazy, you know, add money and stir, you can make this thing as soundproof as you want. We could build a full double or triple wall CMU block compound over the whole entire top of it and spend $1 million and no sound would be getting through. That's not where we're at. We're trying to spend several $1,000s, but not go and break the bank trying to make this thing to where I can shoot YouTube videos in silence. And I got to tell you, even though we don't have the mass of the sheetrock on these walls yet, it's already so much quieter than it is. For the framing, we just did 2x4 framing, exterior, interior. My bottom plates are decoupled. This bottom plate is sitting on the floor that is sitting on my foam. So it's not as, you know, as great as a true room within a room where I'd have a floating floor, but it's not bad for a quick, easy, cheap install. Let's talk a little bit about how I framed it with Paslode. I had been using this for quite a while on this project, and it's great. It's great not to have a cord. It's great to be able to just grab it out of the box. It comes with, well, it has space in the case for 2 extra fuel cartridges, and the battery here stays charged for a very long time. I've left this on accidentally for about 2 nights, 3 days. Never have had a problem. It will run down. If you forget to pull this out, it doesn't have an auto off, so it will run down and not charge, but as long as you remember to shut it off at the end of the day, you can put it up in your garage and it's going to be ready to go the next time that you need it. So for this size of project, I think I prefer this because I don't have to pull out the compressor. It is powerful enough to shoot through everything that I'm doing. It's lightweight, and it's my preference for this type of framing. Paslode! If you have any comments about soundproofing, comment below. Subscribe if we've earned it. Go follow us over at Smith House Co., over at Jordan Smith Builds, and we'll see you next time on Smith House.